So I'm doing my first TV series review, and I'm doing a review of season 1 of Preacher, which I just did get, and I did watch last weekend. And the show stars Dominic Cooper as Jesse Custer, aka the Preacher, Justin Gilgun as Cassidy, Ruth as Tulip, and Ion. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but Coletti, Ion Coletti as Eugene, aka Arseface, and the show is awesome. The show is amazing. This is probably the most underrated AMC show I've seen, and it gets overshadowed by The Walking Dead, which, if you don't know, I dislike The Walking Dead a lot. I like the first season. That's about it. Basically, the show is about a preacher named Jesse Custer who is feeling down on his faith. He goes to church one night to pray for God to give him a sign that faith exists. Basically, no, he doesn't answer until this entity known as Genesis, which Genesis is a being that was created when an angel and a demon had sex, and it spawned this being that had a power greater than God. He enters Jesse's body, and then now he has the power to basically, if he tells someone to do something, they basically had to do it. And meantime, he meets a vampire named Cassidy, who's Irish, and he brings the comedic humor to the show. And his ex-girlfriend Ruth is basically trying to get him out of the faith to go help her with a job. So, how's the acting in the show? Top notch. Dominic Cooper, amazing job. Amazing job. He acts just like a Texan in the show. My favorite being Joseph Gilman as Cassidy, the Irish vampire. Ion Coletti did an amazing job as Eugene from the comics. I do think he brought a lot of... He worked around the prosthetic of his mouth, which he did an amazing job. They had to put subtitles because he could barely understand them, but he's doing his best, and he did amazingly. The show is brutal. It has religious undertones. It's about religion, and I do think season 1 is worth a watch. If you don't like Seth Rogen's style of like comedy sometimes, and the way he filmed This Is the End and the interview, you probably won't like Preacher, because he did create this show and he directed the first 2 episodes, which I thought were amazing episodes. And he's directed every first 2 episodes of each season he's directed. I do think the fight scenes for Preacher are badass. I do think the Arse's face prosthetics are really good, and it has a very serious tone to it with a sprinkle comedy, which I do think is needed for a show like this. And season 1 had a hilarious but very over the top season finale for that show. This is now my top 5 favorite shows. If you didn't know, I have the top 5 favorite shows. It is Happy, Preacher, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Game of Thrones, and Breaking Bad, which I am going to be reviewing Game of Thrones with my buddy Josh. The review will be out in 2 weeks for season 1. But I do think Preacher is definitely worth a watch. It has some flaws. Sometimes the episodes do get kind of slowish, but it doesn't stop it from being a fantastic show. The acting is top notch. Everyone gives their 100% in the show. And I, again, do think it's worth a watch. If you've never seen Preacher, please go out and watch it. I do, and the next season is coming out this year. It's an amazing show. I cannot wait to watch season 2, and I'll give you guys a review of season 2 if it's any better than season 1. I give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Mainly due to that sometimes the episodes can be really slow, which kind of slows the show down a bit, but it still doesn't stop the show from being fan-fucking-tastic. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm now going to be starting watching Game of Thrones, and I'll be doing a Happy season 1 review as well after this one. So take care, guys.